Okay, so let's just settle into our meditation posture and try and bring your mind to where your body is. So if your mind is still dreaming, I know it's a little bit later there, and definitely later in New York City, but just bring your mind to where your body is, because we also might be starting to think about what we're going to be doing with our day. So just settle the mind, relax. If you are sitting at a desk and your feet are down on the ground, have them in a parallel position, so try not to have your legs crossed over and your feet slightly raised. And if your legs are in a cross-legged position, you can put a couple of cushions underneath each knee, if your knees and hips are tight. Have your sits bones raised about 2 to 4 inches and on something firm. Welcome Coral and Bobby. And if you are sitting, if you've got a surface behind you, whether it be a couch or a chair, or try not to lean into it unless you're not feeling very well or you're injured in some way. So hands are in the meditation mudra, right hand nestled in the left with the thumbs touching. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light. So really try and see that inside your body. Put some space in between your vertebrae and just lengthen your spine. Imagine somebody's pulling a little string. That string extends through the crown of the head. And now hinging from the top of the neck and lengthening the neck, very gently just tip your head slightly forward. And the eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. If they were open, they'd be looking at a spot about 2 inches ahead. Tip of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth. And the lips are slightly apart. And relax the jaw. Let's just bring our awareness to the crown of the head and relax the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the back of the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the area around the mouth. Bring your awareness to the back of the head, and particularly pay attention to the base of the skull. And relax that area there. Then the ears. You can take a little journey inside your ear. Relax the inner ear, the temples, and the jaw. Relax the back of the neck, and the shoulders. In between the shoulders, shoulder blades, the throat, chest, belly, limbs, hands, fingers and feet and toes. And notice whether you're fidgeting. And try and keep, as best you can, try and keep your body still. And bring the mind to the breath. Noticing the sensation of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling. It's slightly cooler as you're inhaling, slightly warmer as you're exhaling. And you might feel that sensation on the outside of the nostrils, at the base, tip of the nose. Excuse me. It depends on the shape of your nose, also on the training you've had. So notice if there are any sounds in your environment. Are the birds and animals starting to wake up in your area? Maybe they're already awake. Maybe there's people in your home making breakfast, getting ready for work or school. So just be aware of the sounds, but allow those sounds to be there. And then allow them to fade as you refocus your mind on your breath. And then notice your thoughts. Try and put some space in between them. And allow them to arise and to abide. And then to dissolve as they move on. So try not to engage with those thoughts or entangle yourself. Create stories. Try not to raise any criticism towards yourself. And notice if you are. Maybe think about trying to put a stop to that. But for now, just allow the thoughts to run. We can put ourselves on our riverbank. You can make that riverbank very beautiful. And just sit there quietly, watching the river flow by. Because while you're on the bank of the river, you're not in the river. You are safe from the river. And you're free from the river. So you just imagine watching this river of mental moments as an interested, objective observer. So now let's bring to mind all the people of our life. Our loved ones, those people whom we have constructive, healthy relationships with. And we love them. Our children, our spouses, family and relatives, colleagues, friends, besties, people we've known since we were in kindergarten. And then there's those ones who we have a little bit more difficulty with. Either they just simply irritate us or they've harmed us. And then there's those people who we're completely indifferent to. They're strangers for us. They're in cars on the freeway. We maybe see them once in a lifetime. Or there's that person at the post office. Maybe we see them occasionally. But we still don't really know their name or much about them or anything about them, and we don't think about them when we go home, once we're finished with our transaction. But this friend, this enemy, and this stranger, they could possibly all change place at any time in our life. So we need to be aware of that. And this friend, this enemy, and this stranger, they all deserve our equal concern. Why? Because just like us, they all want to be happy. Equally, they equally have this desire for happiness. And they equally have this desire to be free from suffering, free from problems. So I think we'll do this meditation this morning for all these people of our life, and by extension for all sentient beings. So we'll start as usual with our 9-round breathing. So just to remind everybody, breathing in through the right nostril, blissful, radiant white light. Pausing at the top of the breath And then breathing out through the left all your unhealthy desire and attachment and grasping and neediness and wanting things and not feeling like you are enough, or that not feeling like you have enough. And you breathe this out as thick black yucky smoke, and do that 3 times. Breathing in through the left nostril, blissful radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath. Then breathe out through the right all your anger energy and bitterness, disappointments, jealousy. And breathe that out as thick black yucky smoke. It disappears into space. Then breathing in through both nostrils, blissful radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath. And then breathing out all the ignorance. And this, in the true sense of the word, is not really understanding the way things actually exist. So ignorance of this idea of emptiness, this idea of karma, cause and effect. And do that 3 times as you breathe it out as thick black yucky smoke. So we'll do 3 sets of 3. So when you're done, bring the mind back to the breath and just feel. Are you feeling a little bit quieter, maybe a little bit more grounded? And bring to mind all those people of your life, and then some more sentient beings, your pets, maybe the birds in your garden, if you have a garden, or the birds on your street. And all of space is filled with beings, and they're sitting around you and extending beyond the horizon. And try and fit as many beings as you can comfortably in your mind. So your your parents and other family members are beside you. Put your friends behind you. Excuse me, and the people that you don't get along with in front of you, eyeball to eyeball. And all the others all around. And again, contemplate the suffering of these people and of all the sentient beings. And first of all, think of the suffering of your parents and the other people you are close to. And open your heart to the physical and psychological problems they're experiencing. And we know it's easier to do this with the people that we love. And we know that they want to be free from whatever suffering it is they have. And you want them to be free from it as well. And just, you really can see that they want to be free from suffering. And just imagine how wonderful it would be if they were free from their particular suffering. So maybe whether they have pain or some problems or some anxiety or depression. And then think of the people that you don't like much, or maybe they've hurt you, maybe they just irritate you. And try and imagine their suffering, their physical pain and their discomfort, and maybe their feelings of loneliness. Maybe they are lonely because if they're kind of mean to you, they're probably mean to other people as well. Maybe they're insecure, they have fear and dissatisfaction. And just like you, they don't want problems, but seems they don't have any choice. Maybe their mind is ignorant and confused. It's never going to find peace. So try and open your heart, feel a little compassion for these people you normally sort of have irritation or anger. And then try and expand your awareness to take in the troubles and pain of other human beings and of animals. The other day when I was driving early in the morning to an appointment, and there was a baby deer trying to cross the road, and its eyes were terrified. So this is real suffering for this animal. It was separated from its mother, couldn't get across the road, and there weren't many cars that time of day. So now, try and feel strongly that we're going to do this aspiration, or we'll have this aspiration to do this meditation so that we can help all these beings be free from their suffering. So imagine above the crown of your head and facing the same way as you, Chenrezig. And he's the Buddha of pure, unobstructed compassion, love and wisdom. He has a white body made of translucent, radiant, brilliant light. So really try and feel this presence of this being above the crown of your head. His face is peaceful and smiling. He's really, really happy to see you. He has no judgmental thoughts towards you, and however it is you've turned up this morning, that's totally fine. He's just happy that you're here. He radiates love to you and all the beings surrounding you. And you can also imagine that this is the mind of your teacher, if you have one, manifesting in this form for your benefit. He has 4 arms. The first 2 hands are held together at his heart and hold a jewel that fulfills all wishes. The second 2 are raised to the level of his shoulders, the right holding a crystal rosary and the left a white lotus. He is sitting on a white moon disc on an open lotus, and his legs are in the full lotus posture. He's wearing a 5-pointed crown on his head embedded with jewels, and he's wearing exquisite silks in the Royal Indian style, and he has an aura of light around his head and around his body. So try and hold your awareness on this image above the crown of your head, and try and stay relaxed and comfortable and open to this serene, loving energy. So now we make an aspiration, a prayer from our heart to overcome our misconceptions and negative energy, and to develop pure love and compassion for all beings. And really feel you're trying to connect with your own true nature, your own highest potential. So in response, Chenrezig sends streams of white light, and this fills every cell and atom of your body and purifies all your negativities and all your problems, all your past harmful actions, your potential to give any harm in the future, as we recite the mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And just imagine your body feeling light and clear. And now Chenrezig from his heart sends, this time, golden light, filling you completely with limitless love and compassion and inspiration. As we recite the mantra, just try and imagine this golden light filling you and blessing your mind and your body. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Imagine Chenrezig dissolves now into white light, and this flows down through the crown of your head until it comes to your heart center, your heart chakra, and your mind, Chenrezig's mind and the mind of your teacher, your trusted mentor, your spiritual guide, merge into one. And whenever your usual sense of I, not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, starts to arise, just remember this is not your true self. Your true self is the potential you have for enlightenment. That is who you really are. And keep bringing your attention back and again to this experience of being one with these qualities of love and kindness and compassion. And this type of meditation is called bringing the future result into the present path. And it gives us a taste of our own potential. So let's just dedicate all the positive energy we've created this morning to the benefit of all those people of our life and to all sentient beings. And have a wonderful day, a wonderful morning. Take care, lots of love. Thank you, Matt, for hosting, and I look forward to seeing some of you tonight. Okay, thanks everybody.